things can get heated between these two, Grant, in this matchup.
And that competitive fire, it grows when you're in the same conference. You get to see each other so often. You know, B.A., I think we're in for some good theater in this one.
And the Milwaukee starting five. Prince is out there with Giannis Antetokounmpo. Then it's Cam Thomas. Then there's Kevin Porter. And it's Richards in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And Antetokounmpo with the basket on the assist from Prince.
So fun to see Giannis in space with the ball like that. Well, fun for his team.
Orlando moving the ball around. And Carroll passes to Bane. 6 to shoot. Orlando needs to get off a shot here. And the Bucks pushing it up now. And Giannis throws it down.
Oh, so physical and quick in transition. I mean, who would you rather have in the open court?
Bane finds Wagner. Back to Bane. Outside Carter. Pass to Wagner. Over Prince. And Wagner gets it to go.
Well, with Franz standing 6'10", it's just so tough to disrupt his jump shot.
And the 8th overall pick in 2021. Grant, what surprises you about Franz Wagner?
I don't think we knew he'd be this lethal off the dribble. His perimeter shooting has really been the lone hiccup. But once he locks that in, watch out.
Antetokounmpo can't connect. And so Banchero will bring it up for Orlando. And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Hey, no good. The Bucks have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Antetokounmpo against Bane. Pass to Prince. Launches it. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo. And that one goes in.
Offensively, they've been pretty sharp. 3 for 4 so far.
Black passes to Bane. Back to Black. Up top, Bane. Now Wagner. Takes it inside. And the dunk by Wagner.
Well, there's Wagner using that size to get a good look on the drive.
Antetokounmpo against Banchero. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Thomas. Back to Antetokounmpo. Milwaukee needs to get a shot off here. Banchero outside. Down low. Pass to Bane. Wagner on the wing. Black outside. Fires for 3. Prince grabs the miss. The Bucks leading by 3. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Screen by Antetokounmpo. 3-pointer. Kept alive. Back to Thomas. And he's going for the lob. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. Bane finds Wagner. 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
That's a great pass. Offensively, Bane's the total package.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Antetokounmpo outside. Comes up down low.
You gotta finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
Bane, no good.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And Giannis with the dunk.
You could see that coming. Giannis not to be denied, especially at the rim.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Orlando making some changes. Batase's checked in for Carter. De Silva comes in for Wagner. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Black. Now here's Jones. Banchero outside. There's 1:17 left in the opening quarter. 5 on the clock. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Antetokounmpo has got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to Prince. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Banchero. Antetokounmpo, bam! Antetokounmpo has got 8.
This is why this team loves involving Antetokounmpo in pick and rolls, because the D has no answers for him.
Here's De Silva. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. Banchero, right side. Pure from three-point range.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And here's Antetokounmpo. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. Thomas outside. Pass to Prince. Some nice passing by Milwaukee here. Thomas against Bane. Here's Antetokounmpo.
And good luck stopping that. Giannis just makes it look so easy.
And here's Bane. From deep. That shot off. Giannis Antetokounmpo has been on display for Milwaukee. He put together 10 points in the quarter. Back to the game after this break. Welcome back to the second quarter of this play-in tournament matchup. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Bucks.
Well, the way they've been attacking inside is phenomenal. Consistently getting high percentage looks, and that's what great offenses are all about.
And another thing, they found the open man, moving the ball around there on the perimeter.
Wagner is out there with Goga Bitadze. Then it's Desmond Bane, and it's Richardson in at the point. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Magic. Back to Porter. And he lobs it up top! And stolen by Bane. Richardson against Prince. De Silva with the bucket.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Here goes Giannis. And it's Richardson with the rebound. Orlando trailing here. Stan, when you talk about Giannis Antetokounmpo, would you say he's one of the most unguardable players ever?
Well, BA's certainly got to be in the conversation. Besides maybe Myynbaa, we haven't seen anyone like Giannis when it comes to length and those long strides especially. Plus, he has that strength, too.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Richardson. Porter, the pass to Antetokounmpo. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
He's a true scoring machine. Antetokounmpo never stops attacking. He is just relentless.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Inside. Pass to Wagner. Outside Bane. Over Prince. Orlando again missing.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
Antetokounmpo outside. Thomas finds Prince. To the inside. Here's Antetokounmpo. And off the left side of the rim, it swirls in for him. Now it's a 6-point Milwaukee lead.
Yeah, one of the most efficient inside scorers. Giannis just can't be stopped.
Now here's Bitadze, covered by Richards. Bitadze down low. Richards is there. Bitadze can't hit. The Bucks leading by 6. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Porter. Antetokounmpo, right side. Sends it home from three-point land. Prince has got 6. Well, Grant, in this second game of the play-in tournament, how important is having home court advantage?
You know, BA, in the last 6 of these matchups, home teams have gone 5-1. So that extra boost from the crowd has already helped. In a win-or-go-home type of game, the preference is always to be at home. In terms of offense, they've been the more efficient team by far.
Well, I think it's because they're calling sets that really match up well with their personnel.
Here's De Silva to the middle. Here's Bataze, and the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line. Well, Grant, the winner of tonight's game is the last team in the playoffs, and they'll face the 1 seed.
Yeah, it's got to be tough knowing that your reward for winning is a matchup with the top team in the conference. How about that, B.A.? But we saw the 2023 Heat make the finals as an 8th seed, so anything can happen.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one, and he knocks down the first one.
Well, there's a handful of players in this league who help your team in every way. Giannis is one of them. Offense, defense, rebounding, leadership, everything. He's a coach's dream.
And the Magic making a change here. Wagner's checked in. Now here's Wagner. No points yet. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. You can't make it that obvious.
Here's Antetokounmpo. What a tremendous game he played against Miami. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That one on Banchero.
How strong is Giannis? I mean, he's just so hard to defend. Sometimes you have to.
And that one falls for Antetokounmpo.
And he didn't go to the line once in the first half. But now he's figuring out how to draw contact and get himself to the line.
Good on both.
Yeah, they're playing a much more physical game here in the second quarter.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments.
That was amazing. Let's hear it for your Orlando dancers.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Black with it. He's scoreless. Wagner outside. Fires from deep. Milwaukee with the rebound. Antetokounmpo's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Thomas outside. Pass to Prince. Some nice passing by Milwaukee here. Outside Porter. Just 5 on the clock. Antetokounmpo. Pass to Richards. Wagner looking it over. Now here's Banchero. Banchero uses his size down there.
I mean, 6'10", about 250. Banchero imposing his will inside.
To the paint. Here's Richards. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Punching it inside, attacking the heart of that defense. I love it.
Pass to Wagner. Back to Black. Now Wagner. 1:02 left in the first half. Here's Bataze. There's the triple. Richards pulls it in. Here's Antetokounmpo. 20 points for him. It's Thomas on the wing. The 3 is up. It's rebounded by Bataze. Magic trail by 12. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Out to the right wing. The 3 from Banchero. From distance. Mallow.
And Banchero has some range already. I mean, I want to see him continue to drain these shots.
Thomas, left side. Pass to Prince. And here is Antetokounmpo. Back to Thomas. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Wagner. Thomas drives in. Outside for Porter. Inside. Here's Antetokounmpo.
Slams it down.
Up by 11. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
You know what time it is. It's time for your fan half-court shot. Please direct your attention to center court. Drums. about the shot.
And we thank you for joining this postseason broadcast.
Saw how they crash the glass? That's Dr. O'Neill's School of Rebounding.
I did not know there was a class I'd enroll. Heck, who wouldn't want to take part in that? Seeing how things are shaking down for the Bucks, they've got a good chance of landing that 8th seed position and avoiding seeing their season come to an end.
Those high stakes should keep them from sweating. There's nothing more dangerous than a team with their season on the line.
Yeah, momentum can shift. Anything could happen. They gotta finish strong.
That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
And welcome back to the action in the third quarter of this all-important play-in game. It's been a clinic out there by Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
And on the floor for Doc Rivers as we get into the second half. We've got Cam Thomas, Nick Richards out there with Giannis Antetokounmpo. Then there's Taurean Prince, and it's Porter in at the 1 spot. And Giannis throws it down.
And the game plan for them should be simple. Keep getting it to Giannis. The Greek freak is on fire.
The 3 from Bane. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Pass to Prince. Antetokounmpo against Banchero. Oh, the streak of Giannis.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
Outside Bane. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in, and the layup falls.
Yeah, Bane is a talented scorer. Not just a perimeter threat, he's also capable of finishing inside.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 26. Thomas outside. Pass to Porter. Screen by Antetokounmpo. Stolen by Carter. Wagner against Prince. Now Wagner. He has 6. Banchero right side. Porter with the steal. Antetokounmpo with it. Guarded now by Black. Prince, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Back to Prince. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Bane. Clock at 6. Wow! A rim-rattling jam by Giannis.
Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
Yeah, they'd be in sync after the break. Getting the shots they want and converting them.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. You look at Giannis Antetokounmpo. What a contribution.
He's been on a mission, attacking the basket all game long. I'm curious to see what adjustments they can make.
Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Black outside. Pass to Banchero. Lets it go from deep. And another miss by Orlando.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
Antetokounmpo inside. He's checked by Carter.
You live for nights like this when it's all working and the rim looks so huge.
Magic trail by 17. Outside Bane to the middle. Finds room and goes for the jam. Banchero.
And this is why you must push Banchero out of the paint, or else he'll slam it all over you.
In terms of two-way guards, Fred, Desmond Bane is as good as any. What do you see in his game?
Well, just look at him, B.A. Bane is so strong. That really helps him there on the defensive end. And offensively, a lights-out three-point shooter.
So it's Orlando now. After the basket by Milwaukee on the other end.
And I think we're going to see a lot of nights like this from Banchero. He is built to score and never seems to take a play off.
Antetokounmpo, the pass to Porter. Back to Antetokounmpo. It's Thomas on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Down low. And Giannis with the dunk.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined. Nice.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Black with it. Now Porter defending. Banchero outside. Carter finds Banchero. Back to Carter. The shot off that time. Good D by Antetokounmpo. Milwaukee leading by 17. Lets it go from the wing and misses it off the right side of the three from Bane. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo has got 11 rebounds in the game. And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
Well, he's getting all he can offensively and making the most.
Here's Black. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Outside Bane. Orlando moving the ball around. And 1:01 left to play in the third quarter here. Three-pointer. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Antetokounmpo's got a rebound number 12 here already in the game.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Well, Thomas plays with a high level of energy. Cam really challenges the defense to stop him.
He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now. And he can't get the first one. A big group substitution here for Orlando. Batase's checked in for Carter. Wagner comes in for Paolo Banchero. De Silva's checked in for Wagner. And Richardson subbed in for Black. Now here's Bane. And you look at his numbers, just over 21 a game. That doesn't go either for Bane.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Pass to De Silva. Now here's Bane. Here's Wagner. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Wagner's got his first 2 points of the night.
Wagner loves the ball inside. He makes his money on the block.
Antetokounmpo. With 1 on the clock. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks. A sizable 18-point lead at the end of the period. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. We'll be right back with you shortly. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
Well, his height gives him the ability to see the floor, and he makes a quick decision and a great pass.
And we welcome you back as we head into the fourth quarter of this decisive play-in game. We've got Paolo Banchero. Mo Wagner is out there with Goga Batase. Then it's Anthony Black, and it's De Silva in at the 2. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. And Antetokounmpo, here we go. Magic trail by 16. Pass to De Silva. Now here's Black. Banchero outside. Here's Batase. Just 5 to shoot. Tries it from the top of the key. And there are the Magic with another bucket.
And you know Coach loves seeing his offense operate at this level. Great passing out there.
Here's Thomas. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo. And that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 3 assists tonight. A few possessions into the fourth, just over a minute played. To the inside. And Batase throws it down.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of that.
Pass to Richards. Outside Porter. And he connects with a jumper. And the Bucks lead by 16.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Here's De Silva. Batase a screen on Prince. Pass to Batase, the 11-footer. Richards pulls it in. The Bucks leading by 16. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Prince. They grab their own miss. Outside Porter. Antetokounmpo looking it over. Inside. And stolen by Banchero. Here's De Silva. Pass to Black. Here's Wagner. Uses the glass on the layup.
They're playing great team basketball. It's good movement and sharp, crisp passing.
Antetokounmpo, the pass to Richards. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
A truly unselfish player. You can tell Antetokounmpo enjoys getting his teammates involved, and the coaches love that.
Now here's Banchero. "11 feet out. Oh, he can't hit it.
I love their work on the glass. They hold a nice rebounding advantage.
Screen by Antetokounmpo. 6 on the shot clock. Prince against Banchero. Oh, missed on the tray. Magic trail by 16. Thomas with a steal. Batase against Antetokounmpo. Thomas! That misses. The Magic have gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the fourth. Wagner outside. Now Banchero. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And a one-handed slam.
Look, you love to see this kind of team chemistry. Let's see more of that.
Milwaukee leading by 14. Antetokounmpo. Wagner with the rebound. The Magic have gotten 5 of their 7 shots to fall in this final quarter. Prince against Banchero. Here's Wagner. Lots of room, and he racks up 2.
Well, not a spot we normally expect Wagner to attack from, but nice to see him expanding his game a little.
The drive by Antetokounmpo. Oh, no good. And it's the Magic with the ball. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points.
And a comfortable win for them here. Game is out of reach. Good performance for the Bucks.
A pair of tremendous rebounding teams.
And these guys played a little harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And so it appears they'll win 2 straight games and cement their position as 8th seed in their conference. What a win. What a ride.
What a win indeed, BA. And this is what makes the play-in so interesting. Both teams had everything on the line tonight, but a repeat success will now send the 9th seed into the playoffs.
And what a huge performance it was for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Well, that work he's shown on the glass has been spectacular. You love to see that as a coach.
Yes, sir! Bank it in the layup.
Leaving nothing to chance. This run shutting the door on them.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
And they've done it. The Milwaukee Bucks will move on. They talked about their goals coming in.
We'd like to thank
Focus
everyone
on
for
one
coming out
game at a
and supporting
time.
your team.
Man, they
Please make
really
sure you get
seized the
home
moment
safe.
here tonight.
We'll see you
They
next
really
time.
did, BA. And this is why fans and our media partners love the play-in tournament. It adds a whole new level of excitement and entertainment.
And now we have Allie LaForce standing with the player of the game. Allie, take it away.
Giannis, you dominated the game offensively. What were you seeing out there?
You know, I just want to thank my teammates that they put me in spot to help me be successful. And we just played hard. I'm happy that we got the win.
Full team win out there tonight. Thanks so much.
All right, Allie, thanks. Great stuff there. Well, that's going to do it for us, folks. Tonight, just an appetizer for what's in store beyond these play-in games. With Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And let's reveal